And good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for 3 at 3. I'm Alex Coleman. We have a lot to cover, but first, she is no stranger to taking on tough issues, and she's taking on the state right now. Memphis City Councilwoman Jerry Green has officially launched her campaign for Tennessee governor. She's joining us now live to talk about her bold vision for the state and the local issues still front and center right here in Memphis and Shelby County. Jerry Green, glad to have you back on 3 at 3. Have you been?
Thank you. I've been great.
It's been an interesting week, to say the least.
Yes, very busy week.
So let's start with this quote. For me, it's time to shake things up. We got to clean house in Tennessee. Why do you feel you're that person to do that?
Well, I think I have a great track record of doing that here and working for Memphians in my community, whether it was fighting for individuals when I was a public defender, running a nonprofit, in local government, in the county and the city level. I've been putting in innovative programs because I am proximate to the problems that people face and finding real policy solutions that make a difference in people's lives. And I hope to continue that all the way to the mansion.
But as you know, many Democrats have not won a statewide election for governor or a U.S. Senate seat. The only two statewide offices in Tennessee since Governor Philip Bredesen won back in 2006. What's different with you?
Well, let me start by saying you're right. The Republicans have had control, and we were just recently named like the most miserable state in the country. So if you want to continue that, then I would say continue voting for that leadership. I want something different. I'm not really here to run to the extremes of the right or the left. I'm a mom. I'm pragmatic. Yes, I'm a progressive, but I want to get things done. And so I think that's one of the things that makes me different. I lead with common sense, with compassion, and I have courage to stand up to the powers that be right now. And so it's not actually been that long since this was a blue state. And I believe working families are suffering right now, and they need someone to stand up and be a voice for them. And I think I'm that person.
What about some of the other issues, though, especially as of recently, Tennessee gun laws and how they impacted Memphis and Shelby County? You know, we were completely different from the rest of the state when it comes to those laws, and the city council kind of fought back. How do you see that playing out?
Well, I think we can have the Second Amendment and have sensible gun laws. You know, my father gave me my first gun when I was 9 years old. He taught me hunter safety classes that he taught, but I also understand what it's like to pray that your children come home when they're in a lockdown and you get a text. So I think there is a balance to be had there, and I'm willing to work for it. I've done it here in Shelby County, despite the laws that the state has. We know that 40% of our violent crime was traced back to guns stolen out of cars when they changed that law. Well, I decided to implement a free gun lock by mail program. We saw over 2,000 gun locks go out our doors. And you know what we saw at the same time? We saw a drop in guns stolen out of cars and a drop in our violent crime. So there's ways to make solutions that are just common sense. Just store your guns safely, that are not going to be, again, extremists on one side or the other.
Tennessee, traditionally a red state. Can you get some of those voters to come over to your side? Can you find that balance there? Or are you going to go in another direction?
Well, I hope to be a representative for all Tennesseans. Again, I am a different kind of Democrat, and I certainly think I've proven here in Shelby County and Memphis that I can get broad support across the aisle. I am in a district right now that's never been held by a Democrat. I know City Council is nonpartisan, but everybody knows I'm a Democrat, and I won that seat. I flipped it for the first time ever, and I think since then I've only gained support across the aisle because people see that I do support our first responders, that I do want to make sure that our taxes are low. Again, it's not about being partisan or being political. It's about putting people first, and when you do that, it doesn't matter if you have an R or a D behind your name. People want to join your cause.
Do you think, though, I mean, I know you are extremely well known in the city of Memphis, Shelby County, for example, but can you cross over and reach those folks in Middle Tennessee and especially East Tennessee, whether it's Knoxville, Chattanooga, places like that?
Well, I'm actually probably one of the only people who has ever run for governor that is born and raised in Memphis, that I went to college in Knoxville, and I started my career in Nashville. So I've been close to all of those communities across every area of our state. I do believe that I can reach them. You know, my very first campaign I ran during a pandemic, which means I couldn't hold in-person events and I couldn't knock doors, and we still almost flipped that seat that was held by a 10-year Republican incumbent. I know how to reach people, whether it is on social media on TV, or going out to their strawberry festival, going out to their rallies. We plan to be really aggressive. I want to knock 1 million doors with my team. We're going to get our message out to make sure that people turn out to vote.
One last issue here for you, XAI gas turbines, the permit granted by Memphis Shelby County Health Department. Your thoughts there? Right decision?
Well, I think they're following what the federal law says, and I know now that there is an appeal in place. Look, I think it is right for that community to speak up for their concerns around health issues and systematic and historical racial discrimination, environmental discrimination. And I know we're going to be putting some of our XAI tax dollars back into that community. I hope to see that we put it in some remediation efforts and some healthcare efforts, and we'll just see how the process plays out. You know, the only vote I've had on that is to sell a piece of property to build an aquifer that will then take the gray water waste away. And I believe that is a good thing for our community so that we're not draining on our precious Memphis water that we all love so much.
And one last thing, the Memphis Firefighters Association, the union suing the city of Memphis. Your thoughts?
I'm in full support. I support the union. I just spent about 4 hours out at my local fire station a couple of Friday nights ago. I wanted them to get the 5% raise. I voted for all the unions across the board to get their raises. I think it is especially problematic that they had a deal in place with the administration and they went back on it. But our first responders are risking their lives every day. And this is a difference in a 3% raise and a 2% raise. And do you know that they pay for their own breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that they pay for their own TVs and their own cable, and they cut their own grass at the fire stations? I mean, it's not asking so much that we pour back into the people who are putting their lives on the line.
Jerry Green, as always, good talking with you.
Of course.
We'd love to have you back in the future.
Absolutely.
All right, a short break here.